Well, I'm back. Another episode of Let's Discuss. What is this? Season 1, episode 7. Is that 7? It's 7. Oh, man, we're coming along, man. Season 1, episode 7. You see, I changed the scenery a little bit. I changed some things and, back for episode 7. So, thank you for everybody tuning in. We're going to go and jump in. I'm not going to waste too much time. By no means, you can't hear me? Oh, you can't hear me? What about now? Can you hear me now? Take that out. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can't hear me? Can't hear me? Oh man, I'm gonna start it over, guys. I'm gonna start it over. You can't hear me now? Okay, you can hear me now. Once again, this is season 1, episode 7. 7, man. I'm moving on along, man. Got a great topic today. But before the topic comes in, I must say, by no circumstances is this a representation of my family, my employer, my children, my religious beliefs. Under no circumstances is this segment meant to bash anyone's race, creed, or color, or sexual orientation. This is for entertainment purposes only. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And guess what, y'all? These are my opinions, and they ain't gonna change. Why? Cause they mine, dawg. You got yours, and I got mine. And you about to hear mine. So today's topic, hopefully it shows. I don't know. I might have to figure out what's going on with the technical difficulties. It's not putting the top. That's why I put the topic before. Because I don't know. It be acting crazy on me. I don't know what's going on. So today's topic is when patronizing black-owned businesses, are they held to an unfair standard by their peers? And I feel like that was a great topic. Throughout the week, I had some people actually mention black enterprise to me and a whole bunch of other things associated with that. And this right here is probably going to be a very detailed discussion. I actually wrote notes and points on this one because there's so many variables to this. And I want to apologize because a lot of people, what I'm about to say in this episode, a lot of people ain't going to like. I ain't going to even like it. So just stick with me because it's my opinion. And you remember what I said about my opinion. It's mine, dog. You got yours and I got mine. She said she can hear me. I appreciate everybody that's joining in. Angie, Jazz, Lorato, I appreciate it. Okay. Standards. I want to post that. Can I post that down below, guys? For people that come in and it didn't show. And then I can pin it. Can I pin it? Y'all got to help me. Y'all got to help me now. That is. I got it, y'all. So, okay. Once again, the topic is when patronizing, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. No one knows what patronizing means. In my aspect of it, it's just supporting a business or restaurant, whatever you want to call it, any kind of business or anything like that, just supporting it and showing interest in it is what I consider patronizing. Now, there's two definitions of it, but we're using the latter part definition. When you're supporting a business and it's black owned, are they held to an unfair standard by us? And when I say us, I mean black people. Now, of course, they're patronized by other races and things of that nature, but I'm speaking specifically to us tonight. Okay, you can see it. Hopefully, I don't know what's going on with the sound. I don't know what's going on with that, but hopefully it pops back in. All right, let's jump on in before I lose these views. To me, this is very tough, and I've experienced this a lot. Me and my friends go out. Me and my my guy friends go out, and I'm kind of a stickler when it comes to things like. We went to a restaurant. I won't name it because the restaurant, it's a really nice restaurant, and they've always had exceptional service from the day that I went there to the day, to this happened. So for me, I went to the menu, I ordered something, and the menu says provides this item, and this item is included in what you're buying for this price. So I get my food, fresh as always, and I look in there, and an item is missing. I'm like, okay. I look back up at the menu, and I'm like, okay. No, the last item ain't in there. So, I go up to the counter. Hey, man, I got the number such and such, and it said it came with veggies in the inside with it too. I said, well, the veggies are not in there. He replies, well, it only come with a couple of little veggies like that. I go, I want my veggies. Well, it only come with a couple of veggies, and I'm like, so now I got to the point to where I'm like, okay, hold up. What does that matter? If it comes with a couple of veggies, it says veggies, I want my veggies. So he goes back, he gets my veggies, brings it back, close it. I'm upset. I leave. Me and my partner, we leave. It didn't work. I don't know what's up with Facebook. I don't know what's going on. Can everybody hear me? Everybody that can hear me, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, if you can hear me, if you can hear me. I might have to start over if you guys can't hear me. So I proceed to leave the restaurant, and I tell my partner, hey, man, such and such and such and such and such. And I'm like, okay, was I overreacting for them not providing me with everything that was on the menu? For me, at the moment, I was like, hell no. I'm more than due what the menu says. I paid for this menu item, and I want what's included in the menu item. Now, some people might say, you just was acting a fool, and them little veggies wasn't gonna make no difference. But from a black people's perspective, was I being unfair to the guy because it was a black establishment, or did I just want my food? In this case, I just wanted my food. I wouldn't have cared if it was a black establishment or a white establishment or a Chinese establishment. I wanted what I felt like I paid for, which was my veggies. Now, get in the car, drive off, I'm like, maybe I was a little, because this particular restaurant, always provides me great service. A black establishment. Now, I'll tell you the area then, because they're a really good establishment. And I'll patronize them right now, because ultimately I give them a great sense of urgency when it comes to providing great quality food and being respectful. The guy didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. It's the grill on Germantown Parkway in Cordova. Great food, smoked wings, chicken skewers, and just go check it out. They got great food, by the way. They got great food. I'm just giving this example for us as black people. Sometimes I feel like that we're unfair, but then I also feel on the other side that we are held to a higher standard because we expect more from ourselves, and we expect more from the people that look like us. His response was unprofessional. And it was. And it was like, okay, should I give this person the benefit of the doubt because he black, like me? Or because I've never had a bad experience when I came? And then I thought about it. Okay. So why is it that I have this standard when I go to this restaurant and have this standard when I go to this restaurant because this restaurant owner is black? And then I started to think, hey, I'm not wrong for that. I have the right. I paid for an item that says it's provided, and I didn't get the item. I nicely and professionally asked, hey, can I get my veggies? He replied a certain standard. Hey, I was upset with that standard. But he went and got my veggies. He didn't say anything after that. He got my veggies. And every time I go in there, I never have an issue with the guy. I never have an issue with the place. The place is great. I mean, it's just great. But let's get to some places to more so I had a problem with. It was and I hate to say this, I really do hate to say this, but it was a Cheddar's ran on Winchester. Me and my friend Alexander, he did something wrong. Instead of trying to make it right, he was being defensive. Absolutely was. So we went to Cheddar's on Winchester when it was in business. We go sit at the bar. We sit down. Lady comes up. Hey, you guys ready to order? Let me know. Such and such and such and such. I'll be back. She walks to the back. Comes back with a Burger King bag. A Burger King bag. We at Cheddar's. Comes back, puts the bag on the counter behind her, and starts to eat and drink out of what she brings to the front. Now, we're sitting at the bar. She thought absolutely nothing was wrong with that. Now, I consider this a black-owned business because it was ran by a black manager, and it was pretty much majority black people running the business. Cheddar's was horrible. See, you already know. You did, right? Giving someone else you wouldn't give it. Absolutely. So she brings the stuff up, sits it on the counter behind her, and acts like nothing is wrong. I look at Alex and I say, man, are you serious? Are you serious? Is this girl eating in front of us? And it was like she walked and took our order like as if nothing had happened. And I'm like, okay, am I wrong for feeling this way? Okay, yeah, we're black people, but this is professionalism. This is a business. You're supposed to run this like a business. Even if you know me, you can't be like, excuse my language, come in a restaurant. I might know the person behind the register or behind the counter. What's up, my name? What's up, bro? Man, I'm effing with you, man. Yeah, you know me like that, but not in this capacity. You're at work. Like I would never place that kind of burden on a person at work because they're at work. They're in the capacity of work. I wouldn't expect anybody that I personally know to come to the hospital where I work and be like, what up, my nigga? What up, my she? Like, no, this is professional. I'm not going to even acknowledge you if you do that. And if I know you, I'm going to be like, I'm going to keep walking. And it doesn't mean that I'm not real or I don't respect my people, but it's professionalism in everything that you do, especially when you're dealing with people in an organization or a business. No people inside out don't wait on food. Business is green, not white or black. You deserve to get what you paid for in the courtesy and professional service. Absolutely, Sonya. And I think sometimes we lose fact of that because we see somebody that looks like us. So let's jump on in. What's the standard for a black-owned restaurant? I feel like the standard is whatever the top standard is for top quality, whatever you're doing. It lets us know that we do have a difference between a black restaurant and a white restaurant or a Chinese restaurant because we make the difference. We say the difference. Man, you go to them black folks restaurant, ooh, they got some good food, but the customer service is terrible. Or you go over here to the white people, oh, this, that, and that. So why shouldn't the black people be held to the same standard? And it's like, I think we as black people understand that we are so talented. We are so gifted. We are so intelligent to where when you do see a person, say a person has a business and they have quality product. I mean, quality product. And then you come in and they have terrible professionalism. what does that do to you mentally? For so long, you might go get the food, but sooner or later, you're going to kind of drift away from that because the professionalism isn't there. You might have the quality, but the professionalism isn't there. You know what I'm saying? So that matters in a restaurant or business. Hospitality. I know I might be your homie and you might know me, but you're running a business. I should treat it as such and you should treat it as such. Hospitality coming in, greeting me. You don't have to greet me like Mr. Beaver from TV, but hey, how y'all doing today? And I understand some black owners that grew up in the hood, but they're exceptional in business. They're exceptional in the product they produce. So you have to work on those areas. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be, hi, how are you? It's got to be something to where, hey, how y'all doing? Even if you from the hood. What's up, man? How you doing? Hey, can I take you guys' order? How y'all feeling today? You can always put your spin on your personality, even being professional. And I think sometimes we as black people, we feel like we got to keep it real. Oh, keeping it real is realizing that you got a business to run. Like, you have a business to run. This is representation of you. This is representation of your family. This is representation of what you're trying to build. So to keep it real is keep it real with yourself first and be a professional in whatever you do. Hey, man, hey, I know you my cousin, dog, but you can't come up here and eat free every day. Man, I tell you about when folks get they stuff. No, man, this is a business. I have a business. If I gave my food away every day for free to family and friends, how would I make money? And then, you know, the one thing we hear with us, we'll walk in and say, man, this is my cousin's restaurant, man. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. Well, this is my sister's restaurant. This is my granny. Like, you can't have that mindset. And it's like we feel like we have this loyalty to us where we don't have to live by standards to produce a great quality product. And you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, walking to your place and have wait to finish your work-related convo to be acknowledged. Absolutely. Hey, man, hold on for a second. Let me take this order. Hey, how y'all doing? Such order in. But hey, man, I'll catch you a little bit later, man. And it's that simple. It's the difference between a successful business and a failing business, because it's a lot of people that have great concepts on how to run businesses, a great product, but then the professionalism off, or the hospitality is off, or the consistency is off. You ever been to a restaurant, black-owned restaurant? One week you go, food is fire. I mean, man, I'm talking about delicious. And then you go back a week later, and it's terrible. And it's like, is this the same restaurant? Like, well, y'all got back there cooking this week. Then you go back, food is, you like, man, now this is what I fell in love with, man. Now this is what I fell in love with. Now, magnifique. Then you go back another week, and it's terrible. And then the next week you go, it's terrible. And it's like, man, where's the consistency? Well, you know, man, we this and we that. But you're running a business, man. You gotta find some kind of consistency to bring people back. One thing about black people is this: if you're producing something good, quality, professional, and you're consistent with it, black people are gonna support it. I mean, it's just plain and simple. If you got those couple of elements, they don't care if it's expensive. We don't care if it's just super high. We're gonna support it because it's what we do as people. So it's like, are you wrong to hold people to their standard? No. And matter of fact, if more people held us accountable for what we're producing and what we're putting in the open for us, then a lot more business would be successful. Now, we got some successful black businesses out here. But think about if all those had the same concept. And of course, you won't get all. I mean, it's just like with any other business. But if we had that concept, imagine how much business and quality business we could produce. Not just restaurants, but this, that, and the other. It's like if we had that mindset of quality and standard and consistency and professionalism, man, I'm talking about out the roof, man. Y'all got a different cook. Yeah, they do that all the time. Family Dollar. You go in one day, it's super clean. Next day you go in there, stuff is everywhere. Well, our truck come in on I don't even know when the truck come in. Like, huh? Like, this a business. Like, and then, like, if you ask a question like that and they get upset, and it makes you upset because it's like, bro, you at work. Like, I'm supposed to ask you these questions. Like, why are you getting upset with me as a worker of whatever business I'm patronizing? You're supposed to know the answer. I went to the dollar store the other day. I said, do y'all sell irons? I don't know. Huh? Even if you did know, you say, well, sir, I really don't know if we sell them offhand, but let me check. Once I ring you up, I'll go and check. You mind waiting? That ain't, you know what I'm saying, too hard to ask. Like, come on. And it's like, you missed it and you said, well, they young. Okay, but how long are we going to use the excuse of people are young or they just starting out? It's just like, we as people want people to treat us well, but when we get something, we don't want to treat people well. We just expect people just supposed to come and buy. Like this, take this show for example. This is a business that I'm trying to build. But if I'm mean to the people that are watching and I don't want to hear your opinion and this, that, sooner or later I'm going to lose those people. Because guess what? I have to provide some kind of quality, some kind of professionalism, some kind of hospitality. Hey, how y'all doing? I appreciate y'all checking in. I appreciate y'all taking time out y'all day to watch me, support me. Consistency. It's coming on. I said it's going to be on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. It's on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. That's consistency. So guess what? Even if you're not engaged in one or two topics, you'll come back because you'll be like, okay, I see these qualities in what he's doing, so I'm going to give him time. Now, you might get to the point where you might not ever want to watch it again. But at least I provided you with a quality product to get a chance to get you to patronize me, have interest in me, support me. As black people, I feel like, man, we got to get past this point to where when you creating something, let it be your brand and take it serious. Be consistent with it. Take it serious. Don't feel like anybody owes. Nobody owes you anything. The world don't owe you nothing. People don't owe you anything. If you're creating a business, guess what? You have to work to make that business work. Business owners work harder than regular workers. Because guess what? They got so many areas that they have to take care of. And it's a character thing for all of these. Finding trustworthy. Okay, let's go into that one. Family respecting the business. If you have a business, family comes in, you can't feed the family every time. You can't give the family discounts all the time. Yes, it's your business. It is. It's your business. You can do whatever you want. But to create a business, you got to separate business from family and pleasure. It's got to be a set rules. And guess what? You even got to abide by the rules. Yep, that's right. The owner has to abide by the rules because he sets the standard for everybody around him. What you permit, you promote. If I allow him to sit on break 45 minutes smoking a square and then come back in, don't wash his hand, and he just go back to cooking his food, guess what? Then I'm responsible for that. If I go and just let the employees talk to the customers any kind of way, well, man, she asked you what you said. You didn't say nothing. Like, you can't have that approach being an owner or somebody that's in management of that business. Even if that customer was wrong, you handle it the right way in front of them, and then you discuss that from behind the scenes. And then if that customer comes back, you say, hey, I'm sorry, but we don't tolerate that in here. If you got an issue, just call for the manager. Hey, and we can hash out whatever needs to be. But under no circumstance are you going to talk to any of my employees here. Now, if you're going to talk to my employees like that, you're more than welcome to leave. We're more than welcome to serve you. But that behavior is not acceptable. And yeah, you might get a little pushback in the beginning, but after a while, people are going to respect. People are going to say, okay, I can't come in there with it. I want their food because they food fire. Or whatever they produce, and they candles fire. Their bundles fire. She do hair great. But I can't come in smoking a blunt and, girl, this is just how we do. No, I got to respect the guidelines that the person that owns the business sets. So set guidelines, set standards, no matter if you lose a couple of people. I hate that even going down the aisle good enough, somebody going to follow sometime with a lawsuit. Yeah. You can dip into your own supply. It's always to see the men, no offense to anyone, but absolutely. I mean, it's to be able to just, it's hard. And it's even hard for me. It's even hard for me with doing things. Sometimes I am much harder on black businesses because I see the potential in it. I see the potential in the people. I see potential in the things. And it does seem like a lot of time I'm just kind of hampering on black businesses, black business. But I see the potential that these guys can be great. And it's like, if no one holds you to a standard, then you're going to continue to do what you feel like is okay. I remember when me and Alice, if he's still watching, we had went to Sage. This is when they had first opened. We had went to Sage. Great restaurant. But it was a young girl. She was a waiter. You could tell she had never waited before. She was new to it. She was new to it. She didn't have on any gloves or anything. But she was, bringing food to the tables. Doing an extremely good job with it being as busy as it was. And she scratched her head. Like, she was just scratching. I guess her head was really itching. And she went and took some food to some people. But when she brought us our food, I pulled her to the side. I was sitting in the chair. I was on the edge of the bar. I said, hey, you scratched her head, just be careful with that. And it's like, I didn't have to be an ass. I didn't have to say, man, these folks in here, man, y'all just not starting. Got these folks, they scratching their head up. I just pulled her to the side, let her know, and she was like, thank you. She was a young girl. She said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that was all that you need. I mean, they got great food. They got great food, too. I mean, they got great food. Great brunch. It be fresh. Good drinks. I mean, it's just like, it prides you, and nothing against no other race. It prides you to see people like you providing quality, professionalism, hospitality, consistency, and cleanliness. Like, it makes you feel good to say, where are you going today? Well, I'm going down to Sage. I'm going down to such and such. I'm going down to Southern Hands, man. That's got to be a feeling of pride to know that someone like you is producing something of quality that you... Sage, they're Main Street downtown. I won't say it's Main Street on downtown. That people like you produce quality. And there is a lot of quality black businesses. But I want all black businesses to still have that standard of greatness. Now, don't get arrogant with your standard of greatness, but have that standard for whoever you hire. And not only whoever you hire, from the top to the bottom. Because you're a representation of your leadership. If your leadership are ass, I mean, it's a good chance that the people below him going to feel like they have the right to be an ass too. And it's like, you don't ever want to have that. So it's a lot of great black businesses that are successful. But that standard has to stick there. It has to be there. It has to be there. I think it's just natural we hold ourselves to a higher standard because, and I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to offend anyone. We know as black people that we have to jump through more hoops than the average person. We know this. We have to be, if the job takes 5 to be the top, we have to be a 7 or 8 just because we're us. Now, society won't say that, but as people living through that, we know that we have to do that. We know that we're held to a higher standard, and we're almost held to the standard of we have to be flawless. Like when you, just don't get me wrong, when you find a black person that's good at something, they good. And I ain't talking about just, okay, ooh, that's nice. He did a pretty good job. When you find a black person that's dedicated and consistent and good at something, they good at it. I mean, really, really good at it. Like, it's just some things that we as black people can do, man, and it's just so effortless. It's like they're so skilled in it. And it's like, it's just a pride. I know I said that before, but it's just a pride to see someone that looks like you, that cherishes that, hey, I can do this and I want to do this to the best of my ability. I want to showcase my work. I want it to be quality. I want it to be professional. I want it to be rememberable. I want this to stick out when you think of me and my business. And it's like, also in black business, you got to keep that point to where if you got good employees, pay them what they're worth. Now, you know us. Sometimes we don't want to pay people. Sometimes we don't want to pay people. Especially if the money rolling. If the money rolling in, hey, whoa, the money good. But you got employees that ain't got you to that money. Pay those people what they worth. As your business grows, they should grow with you. There's no way if a person started 1 year, started year 1 with you, and they in year 5, and they ain't making but 40, 50 cents more than they were then. That's terrible. That person has to grow with you. Because guess what? For them to keep that same mindset and want to produce and be consistent and keep professionalism going, they have to be motivated as well. If you seeing everything around you progress, but you're not progressing and you don't want to pay them, what you think is going to happen? You lose those people. Then you hear them dog those people, but those people deserve just as much as you do. No, you're the owner. Yeah, of course. But if those people are rendering you a great service and providing you with all these things that you list for your business to be, you got to pay those people. Black people, we have problems sometimes with money, letting it go. If you spend money, guess what? That money gonna make you money back if you're using it in an intelligent way. And if you got people that support you, you got people that's with you, it's just like, sometimes we as black people think stuff is free. Like, we think it's free. We think, oh, they provide that service for us and it don't take no money for them to do that. It takes money, guys. It takes money for some of the smallest things you think. Guess what? The farther this show gets, the better this show gets, the better the quality gets, the more money it's going to take. No, I'm not going to ask for money now. This is the starting stages. I got my phone, I got my lights, I'm good. But this gets bigger and more people follow. Guess what? The support follows with it. And guess what? I'll give things away, or I'll put back into the people that watch. It's just like with anything. When people get big, you gotta give back. Because guess what? Without the people that supported you, you ain't shit. Excuse my language. You ain't nothing. And I hear people say all the time, well, if a business owner put up all his money, and how you expect him to give his money to them people? Because guess what? His business ain't going to make a dime without those people that support him. You think of the best idea in the world. Think of whatever you want to think of. And tell me how many of those ideas run without people. Let's just think. How many businesses do you know that run without people? I don't know many. And I think sometimes we forget that. Specifically us. It's like if somebody does a service for you and you love the service, pay them people. Pay them people. If somebody come and say, that's like Sandra, she got her own business. If she comes to your home and professionally clean your home, don't be talking about, girl, you know, we went to school together. You know, I ain't got but 50 today. Well, you ain't gonna get but 50 of your house clean. How about that? Or for her, first of all, I'll say, okay, cool, I'll take the 50 now, and I ain't never coming back to clean your house unless you have all my money up front. And it's like, it's so sad that we feel like people are supposed to provide us with something that's free. Like, why is that? Like, I'm not saying no other race doesn't do that, but I can only speak for the race that I know in detail, because I'm part of that race. Why is it that we think that people are supposed to do things for free? Why? Oh, I know they do it, Sandra. I know they do it. I know they do it because they do it on Facebook. Girl, the price is $25. Can you do 20? What you mean, can I do 20? I just told you the price is 25. Well, you know me. And like, this is the price. Like, this price is not just me saying I'm gonna charge you 25. This price is set in motion to say, okay, it takes me $2 to make a shirt. Then I to make another shirt takes me another $2. That's $4. Then I have to get it shipped. It's another $3. So of course, why would I charge you $10 for something that made me $5 to make? No, I gotta make $5 and then make another $5. That's just to produce what I just spent to make one more. The profit don't come till afterwards. So of course my shirt gonna be $15, $20. Cause guess what? It take me $5 to make it, $5 to replenish. I'm back at square one. Guess what? Now I'm making a profit $10. People don't see it that way. That's why in the quote before I come, especially family. Family is something else. Family is something else. If she tell you 20, get that lady 20. Get that lady 20. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Jazz, she gonna make a shirt for me. It's gonna be many shirts and hats made by her. And guess what? It'll be her choice to say, well, cuz, which she did. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, she did. I said, hey, I hit her up in the inbox. I said, hey, cuz, such, can you make this shirt? How much you charge? She said, I normally charge such. She's like, but I give it to you for boom. That's cool. She chose to say, for this first one, just so you can see my quality, my product, see something. You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset that you have. And I'm not just saying that because she's my cousin, because I'm straight up. My other cousin was on last week. I'm a straight up guy. She did that, not so almost just because I'm my cousin, but saying, okay, I give you a smaller price so you can see, so you can shop with me afterwards. Okay, I said, this is what I charge. But hey, I'll give you a little bit off for you to sample my work. If you like it, come back and shop with me. If you like it, send someone else to me. And it's just like, that is the way business is supposed to work. You can go into Walmart and negotiate price. No, you can't go into Walmart and negotiate your price. I mean, you can't. I mean, it's just, closest thing you can get to that is price match. I mean, you have to have the ad, but you ain't going there talking about, that watermelon $2 a pound. Why don't you give it to me for $1.79? Come on now, $1.79. They gonna be like, man, we'll get it to you for $1.79. Security. Take them on out of here. It's just like, I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is about us. We feel like that somebody owes us something. Like their hard work and their dedication to whatever they're doing is not worth paying, but you want the product. You can't have that way. I wish my people learn it's okay to tip as well. Please understand you tipped $1 million now the tipping, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm not a good tipper. I don't tip. And I need to work on that. And I'm glad you said that, because guess what? That make me think if I'm producing and I'm saying what we should be doing as black people, guess what? I have to take in consideration. And tipping doesn't mean that you have to give what somebody else tip, but be courteous to say, okay, this person provided this service for me, something that I could have did at home, but they did it. Yeah, I know it costs $10 for the plate, but hey, here's $2 tip. Guess what? If they see 200 people a day and everybody tip them $2, they'd have made a good amount of money. You don't have to give $20, $30 more than what you pay, but just being considerate of a person and saying, hey, I appreciate you. And you might not be able to tip every time, but like she said, think about that. Hey, man, I want to extend a hand and say, man, you guys always give me exceptional service, man. Here's a little something extra. And what that does for people in business, it makes them work even harder for you. It makes them say they want to keep those 5, 6 things that I named going. See, they'll go back to the people. See. I told you, all we gotta do is stay consistent, y'all. All we gotta do is keep with the professionalism. And people, like I said, if black people like something and they feel like you provide them and you treating them well, man, they gonna patronize you, man. They gonna support you. It's just a given fact. You look at the black businesses that are successful in Memphis. They're successful because of us. They are, because we pretty much every business you could think of in Memphis, I bet you they got a high rate of black people going through those businesses. I guarantee it. And be loyal. Use your own corner store in your own neighborhood. Now we're different entities in our neighborhood treating. Absolutely, we do. And it's like we always put our standard of what the white people standard or the government standard is, and we try to get to their standard. Why can't we get our own standard? Why can't our standard be set for us and we strive for that? Why does it always have to be what other people are doing? Let people model after you. Consistency. They feel it. Entrepreneur that you got it. No. Because guess what? Entrepreneurship mean the first thing is that you using your own money to go out and trace your dream to build an empire. So people have to realize that, like, entrepreneurship doesn't mean that you rich in the beginning. It means exactly what it says. You go out on your own, use your own money to create your own business. And that's tougher than anything, man. People don't really, that's tougher than anything. And then it's like, in that business too, you don't want to ask people for certain things because you want it to be self, like with this program. I can ask people for help. I've asked one person for true help, and that person knows who they are, and they're going to help me. They agreed to help me, and I feel like that person is genuine. I feel like that person has great ideas, and it's something that's going to help me along the way. This person didn't want any money. This person said, well, hey, I'll help you where I can. And when you do start, and now this person did make it clear, when you do start making some money, then what you feel like I deserve and we come to an agreement on it, yes, I'll take the payment then. But now you're in the starting stages. Let's help build, and then when we get to the money point, we'll deal with it. And I appreciate that. I appreciate honesty from people, and in business, in anything. Like this show here, for family and friends and people, I have to get people to realize that, yes, I'm being comical in front of the camera, but this is a business that I'm trying to elevate. This is not just me talking in front of the camera. Like, Some people get the wrong concept of he just up there talking. No, I'm not just up here talking. I'm doing this for a purpose. This is a business for me. This is something that I feel like can help us as a race. And someone sent me something that says, everybody's not going to see the vision until it's made. And they won't. Because everybody doesn't support businesses that they can see, let alone businesses that they can't. Or visions or where you're trying to get to. Like, yeah, it's hard for people to visualize things that they can see. They see working. So it's just like with business, man, we gotta always keep in mind. When you have something that's good from a black business standpoint, support it. Support it. But also remember that the people that own those businesses, remember how you got there. Remember who got you to the point of being successful. It's always give and take, give and take, give and take, give and take, give and take. Support deserves support. When these companies like FedEx and places like that, they take care of those people. Nike, they take care of those people. Do you know how lavish that Nike people get paid? Like, they a big dollar business, and them people in there getting paid. I know from personal experience, they getting paid. Some of them dock workers in that business and forklift drivers are making $4 or $5 more than some of the nurses at our hospital. Like, that's how much they realize people are the business. Like, they making really, 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 really good money. Then the managers are making really, really, really good money. Then guess what? They're giving you clothes. They're giving you shoes. Now, I don't know what the up and downs and stuff now. I don't know how they handle stuff now, but they're giving you free clothes. They're giving you free shoes. Then they're giving you 50% off. The new shoes is coming out. Amazon, Chick-fil-A. Where you known a fast food restaurant? Let me get close. Where you known a fast food restaurant to pay their employees starting out $15, and I think younger ones are $13. Man, you got some grown people ain't even making $13, but you see, putting in gets you. Look at Chick-fil-A. Everybody loves Chick-fil-A. It might be a 10% poll of people in the world that don't love Chick-fil-A, because guess what? Chick-fil-A exudes those couple things I said. Quality, professionalism, hospitality, consistency, and cleanliness. They produce all of those things on a consistent standpoint. And what happens to their business? It strides. I mean, it just keeps going up and up. And it's like, you can't see paying people to help you get to a point as a loss. You got to see it as a gain, because guess what? They got you to the point to where you feel like you've gained something. So you got to continue to put back in those people. FedEx, when I used to work there when I was younger, Purple Promise. They put money back into those people. I tell you one thing. This is a white man. Fred Smith is a white man. When I worked out there, man, I got on the shuttle bus to get taken over to the building to go to work. You know who I seen on the bus with a lunchbox? No hidden cameras, a real lunchbox, and a real uniform. You know who I seen? And most of y'all that work at FedEx know this to be true. I saw Fred Smith, the owner of the company, the creator of FedEx, out there working. You know what that did to me? You know what that did to the people around him? To see this man out here working in a company he created, he don't need to work. You know what that did for the people? Not one time, not two times, not three times. That man came out there numerous of times. And guess what? Made some of his CEOs and executives come out there and work. Like, come on, man. What else does that breed into your employees? But, man, if this man can come out here, he a billionaire. He can come out here. He don't need to come out here. He coming out here with a lunchbox. And I'm talking about working. Not, yeah, y'all, you know y'all make it look good. I'm going to come right. Just give me a nice little plush spot right there. And, okay, yeah, I'm not looking like a work. No, working. People wait in line for an hour for Chick-fil-A. Absolutely. I have respect for people like that. You have to appreciate your employees. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what that did to people? What that did to me, I can't even explain the feeling to say, who am I not to want to come to work? And this man is out here working and he don't have to. And people say, well, what is it to him to take a couple of days? He a billionaire. What's a couple of weeks for him to come out there and work? It's exactly what you're saying. He a billionaire. He don't have to do that. He don't have to do that. But that's the kind of mind that I was saying, that the owner and the people on the top working just as hard. They working harder because guess what? They had to keep all these people happy. That's far greater than a lot of things you can even imagine. He realizes that, man, this business ain't nothing without these people. Guess what? You know what that business was before it became as big as it was? An idea that he was running by himself. It got some success, but guess what? For him to get even more successful, what did he have to do? He had to hire some people. Because guess what? He couldn't do it. You think he do the finances for the company? You think he do every aspect of the company? No. He had to hire somebody for it. He couldn't do it alone. It was his idea. He owned it. He's the sole proprietor owner with a couple shares, a couple people. He's the majority owner. But guess what? He needed some people. Well, he had the idea. Guess what? He had to get some people to build the stuff for the building. People build machines that move them packages. People drive them boats that take the packages to the plane. Guess who drives the plane? People. Guess who lands the plane? People. So it's just like, we gotta get this concept as black people to say, I gotta think about the people. I'm gonna benefit from it, period. I'm the owner. I'm gonna see every dollar that comes in. But guess what? For me to continue to do that, I have to put back in who made me successful. And in small businesses, that might not necessarily mean giving money. That might mean okay, I done made $5,000. The next time I get an order, I'm going to give them an extra 5 shirts. Or I'm going to give them an extra 2 caramel apples that I make. Or 2 extra strawberries. Or if I'm cooking plates, I'm going to give them an extra fish fillet today. Like, that goes a long way. It goes a long way. Or in the bag, I thank you for shopping with us, man. Da 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 da. Goes a long way. And if we can remember those things in business, a high standard we should hold for ourselves. Because guess what? We got it in us. We got it in us. We are some of the most talented, brilliant people there are on this earth. And like I said, this is not to discourage anyone or down any other race. I want to say sad. But we brilliant, man. We brilliant. So do we hold them to an unfair standard? No. We hold them to a standard that they can meet with the support of each other. When I go into a black business and people say, well, every black business ain't gonna be, maybe we can get to that. If everybody had that mindset to say, look at the kitchen. Look at the kitchen. Black owned business. Couple young men, smart, young, talented hood guys own the business. Successful business. Because they followed those guidelines. It doesn't matter where you come from. It matters how you conduct business when you get in the business world. Yes, you have to learn in some areas. But guess what? They run a successful business because I guarantee you out of these 5 things, they got at least 4 of those things on their list. I guarantee it. I know they got quality. I know they got professionalism because I've been in there. Know they got quality food. That was the first thing. Know they got professionalism because I've been in there. Hospitality, they got that. And professionalism and hospitality is 2 different things. To me, hospitality is being considerate. Hey, man, don't worry about that. Hey, refills 50 cents. Oh, don't worry about it. I got you, man. We'll fill you up for here. That's hospitality. Hey, welcome to such and such, whatever your business is. That's hospitality. Hey, you guys want such and such? Would you like this with your That's hospitality. Professionalism is what people are old in a business. They're old professionalism. That should be part of your groundwork for a business. That's something that they deserve when they walk through the door. That's something that they shouldn't have to beg or ask for. That should be something that's included in the package of business. Professionalism. That's something that's like tithes and offers. That's like saying tithes. People say, "Well, I'm giving money." Tithes and offers with you. Tithes is what you owe Jesus, oh God. Your offering is what you feel like is worth to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is with business. Professionalism is that, okay, that's what you owe the people. Now, what you do afterwards, what you do after that, that's the offering. And that's what brings people back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I produce this food for you. You pay me for my food. That's what you owe me for my food. But anything after that, that's what gets you to come back. That's what gets you to, okay, oh man, he went over a little extra this time. Okay, oh, the food was always hot. Oh man, it was always fresh. Man, they didn't cuss me out this time. Today the food was good like it was last week. Like, those are the things that bring people back. That's just extra. It's just extra. And we as black people, man, we got it in us. And I want to encourage all those black businesses out there. Keep going. Keep pushing. I'm along with you. This is a business that I'm trying to put together. You know, the quality of things will get better. I'm trying to produce better quality, professionalism, hospitality, consistency. I don't know about the cleanliness but maybe the cleanliness of my content. And then I want to provide a certain kind of content. You know, I can get on here and be ratchet and say this, that, and the other, but I want to be a difference maker in another way. You know, I want to bring topics that actually help and not cause people to think in a negative aspect. I want things to encourage and uplift our people and anybody that watches. Not only our people, but anybody that watches. Because that's what it's about in totality in the world. It's about helping each other. That's what we're here for. Support. Help each other. You know? Well, I went through all my topics, so I'm just going to kind of freeball it right now. You guys just let me know what you think, you know, about businesses. Anything that you want people to see or should hear. If you own a business, you're more than welcome to put your business down in the comments. And you guys, if they put a business down, at least try it out once. You know, whatever it is, you know, try it out. The support will keep some people going to get better. Even if it's not good at the time, support and just helping someone out to say, okay, do I really want to do this and produce quality? This will help them get to the point to where, okay, I can get better. And everybody can always get better. So if you got a business down, I know Cassandra has a cleaning business. Please put that down or inbox me and I can put that on the page, or I can say it in the next show. I know my cousin Jasmine, she has a graphics business. She makes shirts, hats, cards, things of that nature. See who else is on here. Demetria, do you own a business? Andrea, do you own a business? Trusting him, I don't know who that is by the name. If you have a business, Gloria, if you have a business, Dominique, I know you got business. You got about 62 business, girl. You go, girl. If you still on here, just pin your business down there and support each other. I know Ray Chisholm, she has a business. She has an awesome business. She's actually going to be on one of the shows next Monday. That's another special guest coming Monday, guys. This one is going to be a great one. I put my word out there. This one is going to be, you guys need to share for that Monday, for that Tuesday show. It's, what is it? Tuesday, yeah, for that Tuesday show. Or it might be Monday if she can't make it Tuesday. Share that show. You guys are gonna, and I promise I'm not just saying this to get you guys tuned in. You guys are gonna want to tune in for this one. This one is gonna be very entertaining and informative at the same time. And this so happens to be my biological sister. So this is gonna be exciting. I appreciate her supporting me, and she's gonna come through and do an interview with me and talk about a topic. And it's gonna be amazing, guys. It's gonna be amazing. And see, she's supporting a business, because this is a business. She's supporting. So I appreciate that for everybody that tuned in. I'm going to go ahead and end this. I hope this topic was informative for you guys enough. And once again, please support each other. If it's something that's quality, and if someone gives you constructive criticism on that, take for what's for you, and what's not for you, let it fall by the wayside. Don't be in arguing. Just take for somebody that tries to help you get better. Because that's all it is. With black businesses, we need to support each other more. And black businesses out there, once again, hold yourself to a higher standard. We got it. You got everything you need. Great ideas. Hold yourself to a higher standard. So guess what? When we out here producing the things that we do, people can't come to us with anything less than high quality. It's what we see of ourselves, so it's what people's gonna respond with. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see yourself on the quality and higher level, guess what? People have to recognize that at some point in time, they're gonna have to recognize it. They're gonna have to recognize it. And it's like, take pride in that. I take pride in that today for you guys. Don't let anybody stop you from creating your dreams and going with it. I was discouraged when I first started this web series and the vision that I was given. I'm gonna get there, and I got discouraged earlier, but God sent people my way to encourage me and let me know that, hey, you're not doing this for a selfless act. I'm not doing this for just to sit here and talk. This is for the uplifting of our people and the nation, period. Firstly us, because I'm black. I can only be honest with you. But ultimately, it's for everybody. It's for people in general to be able to come together and talk about things that can help us elevate in life and live a life of quality and positivity. So, it's your boy Terrio, your master of monologue, and I'm signing out. Once I actually turn this into a podcast, y'all will hear this voice right here. It'll be more smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the radio voice. I try to use the video voice and the radio voice, but when I get the podcast and you can't see me no more, then you'll hear this voice right here. And it'll be your boy Ontario Chambers signing out from Let's Discuss. Episode 7 is in the books. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You guys be safe. Be safe, be positive, and spread some blessings to someone. Support black businesses. Let's go. Master Monologue signing out. Season 1, episode 7 in the books.